What's up guys, Darkdally here playing Ghost Recon Wildlands, and today I want to continue our series on testing the MK-17. It's kind of some tests that we're doing on and off all month for a special fundraiser deal for the channel, and I'll talk about the fundraiser here in a few minutes. We're raising some money to bring some really cool new content to the channel, and yeah, we'll get to that. Now, so I'm kind of doing this all month, and we're doing pretty good on the test. I've tested the MK-17 against a lot of rifles that you guys have wanted to see it tested against. The reason we're testing this rifle is because this rifle's been so talked about over the the period of time that this game has been out, and I really haven't done much testing with it. In fact, prior to this, I've only tested its bullet drop. We've been testing its damage and its bullet drop. We found that the stats are incredibly misleading, but one thing this weapon does excel at is damage over range. Now, I've been requested to test it against a lot of other rifles I haven't yet tested it against. I kind of forget because it's been a week or so since I put out one of these videos, so I kind of forget actually what the last thing we tested it against was. But I'm actually not taking the suggestions for this one. I think I have a better idea in mind that you guys might agree is a cool idea. Let's test this against the sniper rifle. Now, we all know that sniper rifles and assault rifles in this game can't even compare. They're in two totally different weapon categories, and I kind of want to see like how much, well, let's just see how far that goes, all right? A lot of people like to use the MK-17 as a sniper. They've told me as much in the comments. A lot of people. I picked the Mk-14 to compare it against. So today we're taking the MK-17 and the Mk-14 head-to-head. They both, I mean, of the sniper rifles, this one is most like an assault rifle. I mean, also they both fire the same 308 ammunition, and I have them outfitted with about the same parts. If you guys have not been following this series, there'll be a link below in the description so you can check out the rest of the series. I'm using the same setup for the Mk-17. I'm just staying consistent. It's a medium setup with no special parts or anything. Just a ACOG scope, a rail cover, a standard barrel, a compensator, and a shift short angled grip. That's what I'm running. It's not particularly suited to any one situation. It's just kind of it's an amalgamation of parts I put on there, and that's what we're keeping for the entirety of the test. And the other rifles I'm testing it against all have the same thing. Here we have the exact same thing on the Mk-14 sniper rifle. The only difference being we can't put a 30-round magazine, so we're just using a 20-round on it. That's not really going to come into play at all, though. That doesn't matter. All right, guys, so let's start this test off. First, how does it compare in bullet drop? I mean, like, yeah, I don't think I've ever done a head-to-head test of a sniper rifle versus an assault rifle and bullet drop. I've been testing the assault rifle bullet drop at 250 meters. Let's go ahead and do the test there. Because if I back up to sniper rifle range, I'll tell you right now, the Mk-17 won't even hit the wall. So, sad but true. All right, so we're going to try this at 250. Now, I actually haven't done this yet, so I don't know for sure the results, but I can take a pretty good guess. Okay, we got our Mk-14 is up first. We get it on single shot. All right, let's go ahead and recon this shot so we can remember where this is, and then we're going to hit it up with the Mk-17. Let's see. I mean, a lot of people say they like to use the Mk-17 in a kind of a sniper role in this game. And one thing it does do, one moment here before we get to the thing on the wall, one thing it does do, though it may have a lot of bullet drop over range, it definitely holds up its damage well over range, which is mostly what I want to test today. So there we see where the Mk-14 hit. It hit right in the center of the fourth brick down. I'm almost positive that the Mk-17 is going to get hit much lower. But the main reason I want to compare these, see we have the same scope, let's put this on single shot. The main reason I want to compare these, I want to see how they hold up in damage over range. The Mk-17 holds up really good in damage, even at 400 meters. I was taking guys down with like 3 shots, if you guys will recall some of the damage testing I've done with it, which we will get to today right after this. Right after this, we're going to go do damage testing. Now we look and we can see where the Mk-17 hit. If you don't, I'll mark it for you. Hit it right there. It hit 2 bricks lower. Now we're running a standard barrel on this. If I put a longer barrel on the Mk-17, it might actually hit up with that Mk-14. That said, the Mk-14 has, if I put more parts on it, it would hit higher. So, and bullet drop really doesn't matter that much. It's mostly just what we're adjusting for. We know that at 250 meters with this weapon and this sight, we're going to want to aim probably about here. Yep, right about there is where we want to aim. We're aiming about 2 hash marks down on the Mk-17, and that's just to hit at 250 meters. Well, okay, so we've seen this portion of it. Now, this is what I really want to see. Let's go do the damage test, and we're going to do it. I've had lots of suggestions of other places to do it. We're going to go ahead and just head out to the same place we've always been doing it because the variables here are fairly controllable. We're going to be doing this convoy out here. It's an easy convoy where I can stop wherever I want. The enemies will be alert, and yada yada. I'm assuming you guys have seen my damage tests before. All right, so while we're on our way out to Kawani and we're going to be waiting for the convoy, let's go ahead and talk about this fundraiser I mentioned earlier. All right, so we're running it all this month. And as you may have noticed, this series of videos testing the SCAR 17 have no ads. They're not monetized, and so I'm not making a dime off of any of these videos. Instead, here's what we're going to do. Instead of me slamming you with ads, let's do this. Use this PayPal link on the screen, also linked in the top of the description just right below this video, and donate directly to the channel and help contribute towards this awesome production that we're aiming for, hopefully probably at the end of next month. Okay, so what are we raising funds for? Well, I don't want to give too much away, but trust me, it's going to be really cool, guys. It's all for the channel. So here's the thing. If everyone watching this video just click that link and just donated $1, it takes like 2 seconds if you have a PayPal account. Just if everyone gave $1, the fundraiser would already be over, like for real. And so far, it's done pretty well. So far, we've raised what about $600 or so as of right now, but we still need a lot more for production cost of this thing that we're doing. Yeah, it's kind of a big thing, but I want all you guys to be a part of it. And so everyone who donates any amount gets their name permanently inscribed on the Darkdally YouTube channel art. As you can see, if you go check it out, there's already quite a few names up there, and I'll have to check. There may be some more I have to put up there yet. Of course, I'm making up what we don't raise in funds. I'm making up with my own money, of course, and that's why this may take to the end of next month. We'll see. The sooner we can get this this goal reached, we're aiming for probably we're gonna need a few $100 more, but it's okay. It's okay. You know, this stuff takes time, costs money. If everyone pitches in, we can reach this goal much quicker. All right, guys, so just hit that link in the description, give what you can for the channel, and let's get this done because this is going to be really cool. All right, so back to the SCAR 17 testing. We're going to go ahead and mark this convoy and wait for it. I'm going to edit that part out for you guys. I'll see you guys in 1 second. So we are on extreme difficulty. I forgot to lay that out there. We're testing all the damage on extreme difficulty. We're about ready to catch the convoy, and I'm going to stop it out just a little bit farther than usual. We're going to stop it out of 400 meters as opposed to 300 since we're testing super long range here. Oh yeah, and one thing more about the fundraiser. If you want to contribute to the channel and to what we're trying to do here, and you're not really sure how much do people, how much do people give, about $10 or $20 is about the average, but really anything that anyone contributes is absolutely appreciated and marked forever on the channel art. And we are truly grateful. A lot of people only give $1, and that's totally cool. I appreciate all the support you guys give me, and here we go. Did we stop it where we wanted to? Yeah, we stopped it right at the 400 meter mark. All right, let's go ahead and pull out our Mark 17. Let's get her on full auto, and let's see what we can do at this kind of range. We're looking for drop around here. 2 shots on that guy at this range. I have a theory that damage drops off over range, and that's what the range stat actually is in the game. There's another kill that I think was 3 shots. 2 shots. Am I really using... I had to double check. Am I using an assault rifle at 400 meters and killing people with 2 shots? Yes, I am. That was a 1-shot kill, I believe. Unless I hit him with another bullet previously. We're going to aim right about here. Okay, every burst... That burst actually just killed 2 guys. Wow. Guys, I am getting blown away by the Mark 17 in these tests. The first couple of videos, if you watch them, I was pretty unimpressed because it was being overshadowed by the P416 and everything else they threw at it until I started hitting damage, and then I still wasn't totally positive until we took it out here at range. Now we have the problem of these guys not wanting to show themselves. I think we've seen what we need to see. There wasn't a single target. It's almost like it does more damage the farther away you get. That was incredible. I mean, it takes a lot of shots to get consistent reading because some of those are going to be headshots, some of those might be critical hits, etc. It takes a lot of time to get data, and I don't want to waste all your guys' time. Okay, so here we are. We're still over 300 meters, so we're going to be shooting about right here. That was a 1-shot kill, but again, it could have been a headshot. It would take a lot more time to gather the data we need to know exactly, but this is not really a game about exact numbers and min-maxing. I think that we do fine in our tests. I say that because I've had a lot of people comment and suggest much more scientific ways of doing this. This is not a game about statistics. The bars don't even seem to really mean anything, the statistic bars, so... Okay, that was a shot in the thigh. Let's see what we can do here. See, it's going to depend where you hit him on the body. See, here we are closer, and that took actually 4 shots. Those were all leg shots. Let's aim for just center mass. That's kind of what I'm aiming for. You know, it almost does seem like it does more damage at longer ranges. Isn't that weird? It could just be because I was getting lucky and getting headshots. It could be because a lot of things. Whoops, he moved on me. Come on. Oh. All right, let's just rush him. Yeah, I'm testing damage on extreme. I just want to put that out there. People say, why not tier? Because I'm tier 1, and not all of my rifles are the same level, and I want a fair playing ground. Whoops. That was a fail. Wow. He likes to hide. Also, apparently I'm not such a great shot up close. Let's see if we can get this guy. Come on. Wow. That was embarrassing. I'll leave that in the video. I can't believe I couldn't hit that guy. He kept, yeah, doing the dodge and weave thing. Okay, so what we've seen here is... Man, it seemed like it kills guys easier at longer ranges. Maybe there is some like science to using this thing as a sniper rifle. All right, so we've seen what this does. I'm going to go ahead and reset this convoy, and we're going to see what we can do with the Mark 14. All right, and now we get the convoy coming up, and now we're going to be using the Mark 14. Now here's where the bit of, variable comes into play. Can we get the convoy stopped at the exact same spot? That's always where, well, we'll just have to see. We're going to try our best to get stopped right at 400 meters again, and that's usually where I miss the mark. Oh, I switched rifles on accident. That's okay. Let's take this chopper right now. And we got the convoy stopped. Oh, I think we did it. I made an accidental switch of weapons there. Okay, we got it stopped close enough that's good. I'm happy with that. Let's see what kind of bullet drop we're compensating for with the Mark 14 at this range. Okay, much less. You can see we're shooting much higher in the sight. Okay, so those guys are about 2 shots each. And I can confirm that we are hitting, that looked like right about waist level shot right there. That guy was 3 hits. Wow, I think that was a critical shot, and that might even be a headshot. Let's try this guy. Can we shoot him? Where's he at? All right, let's take these guys back here. Here we're at 428 meters. We're going to want to aim a little higher. There we go. That looked like shoulder. I'm not using this on full auto. Of course, this has a full auto mode, but I really don't think that's necessary or weighs at all in this test. Mostly what we're judging here, I like to call this combat effectiveness over damage, because we're just seeing how effective is this, at taking these guys. Granted, I was running the Mark 17 on full auto, but I think I had dropped more guys by now with it, to be quite honest. I was using the full auto to get that recoil, to get, my rifle on target, kind of. And that's one thing you can do with assault rifles. There's another down. Well, I'll say this. What I'm seeing so far, the Mark 17 actually seemed more efficient. If you can use the recoil to get your rifle where you need to be pointing, it might actually be more efficient. This weapon's recoil is going to kick it up way more, and I'm probably going to miss the target here. Let's try. There's no reason not to try. Let's give it a shot. But the targets are all undercover again, so we're going to have to go move in. Honestly, the Mark 17 was more effective at this. Now, this is not your typical kind of sniping, so take that into consideration. I'm not, I'm not saying replace your sniper with a Mark 17, but damn, it was crazy effective at taking long shots. And the thing is, if they rush you and you're holding that, you've already got an assault rifle, and you're good to be, you can handle them rushing you. Where's he? There he is. Oh, he's running for cover. Maybe I should have been doing this on full auto. Okay. Oh, this guy just poked his head out. All right. There's about 2 shots. They're really performing about the same. I perhaps should have had this on full auto. It is actually kind of performing the same, to be honest, except for the bullet drop. I'm aiming for far less bullet drop with this. You can see right here, I'm basically not adjusting for it at all, because this is a sniper rifle. And that guy took about the same amount of shots he took with the Mark 17. That guy took about 4 shots. I keep finding results in this test, guys, that I never expected to have found. The Mark 17, though it does have... Whoops, that's not it. Let's go get it so we can finish the video off holding the correct weapon. How about that? Let's see. The Mark 17 here is actually scary effective at long range, even though it has a lot of bullet drop. All that means is you're just aiming for a different mark on that scope. That's really all that means. As long as you know where to aim with this thing, it is crazy effective at long range. It almost seems to be more effective at long range than it does at short range. And that's probably just an anomaly. That's probably just me seeing false data. Regardless, at long range, we're talking 400 meters here, which, by the way, is a distance that you're never required to shoot in the game. There's no point in the game you have to shoot over really 300, you know. People like to make long shots, but let's face it. So really, you can use this as a sniper rifle, absolutely. You know, unless you're looking for anti-material capabilities like you would find in an HTI or something like that. All right, guys, so my conclusion here, what's the conclusion of the Mark 17 versus the Mark 14 sniper rifle? Well, honestly, if you know the bullet drop, the Mark 17 really is better because it holds more ammo. I'm going to leave it at that. That's about what there is to say about that. You know, unless you want that sniper scope you can't equip on the Scar, you know, or something like that. This holds more ammo and really is just as effective at the 400 yards we tested it at, 400 meters, sorry. If we backed up further, would it be as effective? Well, we can try that. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. And also, don't forget, help support the channel on our fundraiser. We're running all this month of October. We may have to run it into November if we have to. We're trying to raise some stuff, and I appreciate all the support you guys have shown me so far through PayPal. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. All right, guys, thanks a lot for watching. It's been a real pleasure. Tell me what you think about this test in the comments below and what test you want to see next with the Scar 17. Guys, my name is Darkdally. I will catch you all next time.